1 year ago today, on July 26, 2019, an amazing thing happened. A game that quickly became very dear to my heart, in the hearts of countless Fire Emblem veterans and newcomers, was released on Nintendo Switch, titled Fire Emblem Three Houses. Following the release of Fire Emblem Fates, I was a little skeptical about the next game following in the franchise, but after playing Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia, my hope was restored by the game's beautiful presentation and voice acting. Then, in 2018, the first trailer announcing Three Houses was revealed. The trailer was quite short and definitely looked like an early, in-development version of the game, and yet I was intrigued by the prospect of a new home console Fire Emblem game, one with the ability to influence how the characters would grow. Later in 2019, two more trailers were revealed to us at E3, and they were both stunning. They revealed more details about how players could customize their characters and choose how they would grow and develop. Many of the elements they showed looked like a match with the core Fire Emblem experience I had grown up loving, and outside of dungeons in Persona 5, where you had to manage your limited time to help boost your abilities and learn more about the characters as you went along. Needless to say that before the game was released, I was hooked. I tried looking deep into all the data mines about this game and tracked the leaks of the students' post-time skip designs. I remember even before the game was released, I was looking at the abilities and growth rates of all the characters to decide which paths I thought would be the best for my house of choice. Later that year, the game was released, and man, did it live up to the hype and then some. Me and countless other Fire Emblem fans were playing this game non-stop, enjoying the insane amounts of customization while learning about the characters and playing through the 4 different story routes possible. There are 3 main routes, one that splits into 2, each with their own unique story and a different cast of playable characters. However, even in the other routes, you can use the characters from the other houses and customize your experience using the characters that you like, adding to the replayability value. This was a Fire Emblem game with the design scheme of a sandbox game that required you to manage your limited time. It was everything I'd been hoping for when I watched the trailers. The music alone is honestly worth every penny. Some of the songs are simply breathtaking. Edge of Dawn, for example, beautifully represents the spirit and emotions of the main character in Black Eagles. At the time, I didn't even own a Switch of my own, but I went over to a friend's house for a sleepover and played on his Switch till near sunrise, experiencing the game but skipping the story since I knew I wasn't going to be keeping that save file. Then, I later convinced my friend Milo to let me borrow his Switch, and I finished my first playthrough by mid-August. I had so much fun playing this game. Even if the story or characters were shaky at times, there were a few deeper characters I loved and wanted to learn more about, such as the 3 lords, Dimitri, Edelgard, and Claude. At first I thought some of the characters would be one note, like an Awakening in Fates, but I soon learned that first impressions can be misleading. For example, Sylvain and Ferdinand first seemed like somewhat flat and simplistic characters, but I soon learned that they contained layers of hidden complexities. The best part of the gameplay of Three Houses is its sandbox-like setting, which I know I previously mentioned, but it bears repeating. It was a blast to mess around with and make people like Bernadetta in Armor Knight or Raphael into a dancer. To say this is one of my favorite Fire Emblem games, or hell, even one of my favorite video games ever, would be an understatement. This game blew up the fanbase and community in a way that hadn't been done since Awakening. The subreddit and discords for this game were filled with jolly fans adoring this game with very little criticism early on, which was nothing short of astonishing considering this series' track record, with people always attacking the newer games. Now here we are, July 26th, a whole year later, and the honeymoon phase has ended. Where do I stand with this game now? To be blunt, I'm still standing about where I was about this time last year. I am absolutely thankful for this magnificent game and how many new fans it brought into the series. One of those fans being my friend Milo. He has played Blue Lions and next wants to give Black Eagles a go. And after that, he wants to go back and play some of the older titles in the series. For me, there are some things I've gotten frustrated with. I hate how many maps are reused and repetitive the game can be. After playing part 1 so many times, I eventually got a little bored with the difficulty of hard mode. But later when they released Maddening mode as free DLC, I fell in love with the game all over again. I've finished all 4 routes by this point and played the Cinder Shadows DLC. Sure, the game isn't perfect, but it's a goddamn good one that's worth experiencing. If anyone out there has a Switch and is interested in trying Fire Emblem, I'd say 3 Houses is a good place to start. To anyone that has played in the old Fire Emblem game and didn't quite enjoy it, I'd recommend giving this game a go. With features such as the Divine Pulse mechanic will let you go back in time to any point in case of a misclick, an unexpected event, or just downright bad RNG. Divine Pulse removes the stress of the permadeath feature, which in previous games kept newcomers out. Once again, thank you Intelligent Systems and Nintendo for this experience. I deeply enjoyed this game and I think it's an intelligent move in the right direction. Now, I'm even more excited to see what's to come in this broad series full of history and depth. Now that you've heard my thoughts, I'd love to hear what you guys think of 3 Houses 1 year later down in the comment section below. This has been Zipco-lps from JBR channel, and if you enjoyed, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe for more uploads. I hope to create a lot more Fire Emblem content, as this is one of my favorite video game series, and a like is a good way for me to know that you guys want more Fire Emblem. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day everyone. Bye bye! The subreddit and discords for this game were filled with Johnny? Who the fuck is Johnny? The subreddit for this game was filled with jolly fans adoring fucking Johnny. I'll leave that in, Joel. You can have fun with that part for like the bloopers at the end or some shit. I don't know.